Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm finally going to do our Q&A. I know this has been long overdue. It's just that Naples, where we live right now, I feel is currently melting or is slowly melting. It has been insanely hot the past few days, reaching up to 38 degrees. I don't know where you guys are from, whether you be in Italy or other parts of the world. How is the temperature where you are? Because right now where we live, it's just incredibly, extremely hot. So I guess it's just been a struggle for me to pick up the camera and film this Q&A because the heat plus sitting in one spot is just not comfortable. Alex is currently sleeping, so I'm gonna do this as fast as I can because I know he'll wake up in a few minutes. So I'm going to dive right into it. All the questions are from Instagram, so if you aren't following me on Instagram, I will leave my name right here so that you can follow me, I guess. I am more active there than on YouTube. Yes, I haven't been uploading vlogs lately, but I will get back into that as well. So yeah, let's dive right into it.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places, makes me laugh.
So our first question is from Janina, and she says, Mom, can you give some tips on how to induce labor naturally? I'm currently 39 plus 3. So first of all, congratulations. It is going to happen. I don't know if it's happened already because this was, I think she asked this 2 weeks ago. If you haven't given birth, the only tip that I can give to you on how you can induce naturally, for me what worked was the baby dance. I told you guys I did the baby dance on the 17th of February. On the 18th of February, I started to go into labor naturally. I don't know if it was just a coincidence, but I feel that that baby dance really helped because, you know, you're moving around and, you know, something stimulates the baby going down. So maybe that could work for you as well. And also just keep walking, keep moving so that the baby tends to go into the birth canal and tells you that it's ready to come out. Next is from Ina Estrella. She actually has a few questions, so thanks for all these questions. Her first question is tattoo meaning. So I have three tattoos, I don't even know. So one on my arm here, on my wrist, and 2 on my shoulder, and 3 right here. So let's start off with my wrist. It just has a heart, like a lifeline, and a cross. So it is faith, the cross, hope, which is the lifeline, and love. So faith, hope, and love. Something that I just saw on the internet and kind of thought that was kind of cute. Underneath that, if you guys can see, there are like Roman numeral numbers there. That is my ex anniversary. So yeah, kind of regret having that. Next tattoo is this one on my other wrist. It's just an infinity sign with my ex's name on it. So another regret. One thing I learned is to never, ever tattoo your ex's name or your boyfriend's name or maybe your husband, your fiance's name on yourself because you may never know if you're gonna regret it. So these are tattoos that I completely regret. I don't even know why I did that, but you know, sometimes you do stupid things when you are in love. The last would be on my shoulders. So it has the letters AKA on it, and that stands for my kids. My kids are Ashley, Kian, and Amber. And then the numbers mean their birth date. So we have 25, we have 8, and we have 3. Sino ang palaging nag-aaya mag-loving-loving? Or in English, she's asking, who is the first one to always cuddle? Not really cuddle, but initiate, you know. So she's asking who initiates first. And to be honest, Marco. Marco is always the one who initiates first. Sometimes I kind of tease him, but majority of the time, it's Marco. Naisip niyo na po bang mag-work dyan sa Italy? Or in English, have you ever thought of working there in Italy? So yes, a lot of times, it's just that in the town where we live, it is impossible to find a job here or to be able to work, you know, especially in an office. And even in small shops here, because you really have to learn the language. Like I've been mentioning, guys, in the town where we live, like I don't even know people who speak in English. So that is like already a problem, the language barrier. Maybe if you go into the cities like Naples, I have no idea if more people speak in English there. But then it is kind of far away from where we live. It's like 30 minutes drive. And since we are planning to move to Milan, one of the great opportunities in living in Milan, which is a bigger city, is that people speak more in English there, and there are a lot of opportunities for me there. So yes, it's a yes. Sino po ang nag-aalaga sa kids nyo sa PH, or who is taking care of your kids in the Philippines? So their grandma is taking care of my kids in the Philippines. What is the most frustrating thing about Italians? I know she asked this because she's also married to an Italian, but let's see if our answers match. For me, I think one of the most frustrating thing about Italians is how they stress about the smallest things. I don't want to compare, but here I go. I'm gonna compare again. If we compare it to the Filipinos, like for us, we go through a problem and we kind of just deal with the problem because it's already a problem. For Italians, it's a lot different. When they have a problem, they really stress about it. Even just the smallest problems, really, really stress about it. So I feel that Filipinos are a lot happier than Italians because of this way, because of how they look at things. But that's just my point of view. So if you're an Italian, don't get mad at me. It's just how I see it, that you guys stress on things that shouldn't be worth stressing about because it's already stressful. Like stress over stress over stress is just a big stress. So in Tagalog, it's like, problema na nga, problemahin mo pa. Naka-experience na po ba kayo ng racist dyan? Or in English, have you experienced racism here in Italy? I think racism can happen in so many ways. Para sa akin, I don't think I haven't really experienced racism here, thank God. I think it's still racism, okay? Like, for example, here in this town, or maybe, I don't know, just in this town. Let's stay within this town because I don't know if it's happening, in the major cities. Like, for example, Naples, Salerno, or Sorrento. So I can't say all of Italy or the south of Italy. When they see an Asian person like me, they automatically think she's Chinese. So that for me, it's a way of racism because, like, when you see an Asian, you think Chinese. Asians equals Chinese. So I guess that's racism. For me, it's racism. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there any differences when you and Marco got married and before? To be honest, I don't think so. I feel that nothing really changed between me and Marco. And I know that a lot of relationships, they change as soon as they get married or once they start living under the same roof because they find that the person really isn't who they think they are. A lot of relationships go through that stage. Nothing really changed for us because before we got married, we already lived together. And I think that if you are in a relationship, I think before getting married, one of the great things to do is to try and live together first. Some people may not agree to it because you would only know someone's personality when you are under the same roof. So that's why I'm saying I think it's best to live under the same roof first before getting married, just to make sure that you are going to say yes to the right person. To answer your question, no, there is no difference between me and Marco, marriage life or pre-marriage life. I think that our connection, to be honest, has gotten stronger, and we've been through different stages in our lives. We went through a long distance relationship, marriage, and we're still going through marriage, and now we have a baby. It's all a different chapter in our lives that we're sharing together, which I feel has made us Come here, answer this. Is there any difference between you and me? Marriage and before marriage?
Yeah, I think we're happier now. I think so.
The connection, no? I think it's better.
Yes, we're super.
How's this pandemic changed your life? I think this pandemic has really changed our life in terms of not being able to see my family back home in the Philippines. We had plans of going back to the Philippines, I think, was it last year or this year? It's been really hard. It's been difficult for me because there are days, honestly, I don't know if it's postpartum depression, but there are days where I feel so depressed because I want to go home. Like I crave for the Philippines so bad. It upsets me that this pandemic has taken over everything. Everyone, like all our decisions, this pandemic has just controlled it. Is bringing your kids here in the Philippines, there in Italy, in your plan? So is bringing my kids here in Italy part of our plan? Actually, before this pandemic happened, I swear this pandemic has really controlled everything. Bringing the kids here to Italy was one of our plans pre-pandemic. My kids who are in their teenage, it's hard for them to bring here, especially where we live, because no one speaks in English and they don't speak in English fluently anyways. To learn a language at this age is difficult. We went to Papua New Guinea when I was 7 years old and I did not know how to speak in English. That's how I learned, because I was really young. But when you're at this age, when you're in your teens and you don't know how to speak in Italian and you don't know how to speak in English, it will be difficult for them, especially if they have to go to school. Or not if, but yes, they have to go to school. Next is, how many BFs have you had at it? Just curious. Ha ha ha. Wait, let me just shut up. Are we talking about like real serious relationships, or you know, just fling fling? Wow, fling fling. May fling fling pa talaga. Well, if we're gonna talk about like serious, like lengthy wise, I would say 4. Wow, ganda. Let's say one lasted for 2 years. That was the one in Papua New Guinea. Next would be 7 years. Next would be 4 years, and then Marcos. If we're talking about like serious relationship, then yes, 4. If we're talking about like fling and all that, I don't know. Tinuturuan ko ba kayo magsalita ng French ni Kuya Marco? Or does Kuya Marco teach you French? I don't know where this French comes from, because I think Marco understands a little bit of French because his ex is French. He knows a little bit of French, but he doesn't like it. He despises French. Sorry, French people, but yeah, Marco despises the French language. I have no idea why. Bonjour. One food you will never eat again. I don't know. I can't think this one on the spot, but definitely there's something that I've eaten that I would never eat again. I just can't think it on the spot. Pagkain si Kuya Marco, ano siya? And likewise, haha, paki-English na lang tayo. So in English, she says, if Kuya Marco was food, what would he be? And the other way around. So if Marco was food, he would be adobo. Definitely adobo, because adobo is my favorite and I can eat it any time of the day. I can eat it like every day and I would never ever get sick of it. With a little bit of sweetness and salty put together is just perfect for me.
What's up? What's up?
If I was a type of food, what would I be?
Wow, that's really difficult. You will definitely be something spicy, but definitely with rice because you're Asian. You will definitely be fried rice.
Fried
with
rice?
some spice.
Why fried rice?
Because there is a little bit of everything. A little bit of vegetables, which is healthy, but also it's fried, so it's also not that good.
Are you saying I'm not good?
Why? You're not perfect. Sometimes you're good, healthy. Sometimes you are toxic. Sometimes you're stubborn. So yeah, definitely something like fried rice.
A mix of everything.
Yeah.
And a little bit of spice
Absolutely.
to add a kick in it. Add a kick in a relationship.
In your butt.
From Jemima Plaza, how to handle an Italian boyfriend who suffers from depression. This one is a really tough one and I don't know how to answer this. I don't know if my answer will be right. Para sa akin, I think the best way that you can handle it is to obviously be there for him and to just listen to what he has to say. Listen and don't butt in. Listen to the point where you have to put yourself in his shoes and just think of it that way. You have to look at things in his view or in his perspective. That's the only way you can be able to understand what he's going through. Put yourself in his shoes. And we are down to our last question from Konsu Dagram. She says, difficulties making friends in Italy? It's a big yes for me. It is difficult, and I think the only reason why it's difficult for me is because one, I don't go out. Maybe in bigger cities, I'm pretty sure that we can find friends. The only friend I have here lives in Turin, the Filipina Claire. But other than that, there is no one else, which is very sad because back home in the Philippines, I had friends, I had co-workers that became my friends. And that's something that I really miss. And I told Marco that. And I feel that when we move to Milan, it's going to be, there's just big opportunities in different, ways. Work-wise, friends-wise, social-wise, a lot of opportunities there. So I'm really excited in moving to Milan and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to go to Milan because the people that I know, the people that I've been chatting with are mostly from up north and I cannot wait to meet them and I can't wait to make new friends. But if you are from the south, let me know because I would love to meet up with you guys. And that's it. That is it. We've come to the end of our Q&A and I can't believe Alex is still sleeping. Maybe he's just playing in his crib, but he isn't crying as of this moment. And I can't wait to do another Q&A with you. So if you are wanting to send in your own question, I will most likely ask it from you maybe the end of this month or the start of next month through my Instagram. So don't forget to follow me on that. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell just so that you're notified once I upload another vlog or video. It's been a great video once again. Take care, everyone, and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me want